Hey everyone, how's it going? Azren here. Hope you guys are doing well today. I want to make a video about some different TV show recommendations for language learning. And before we get things started, I do want to say one thing. If you are a beginner to maybe even an intermediate in a language, language learning via TV is probably not the best bet. The reason I say that is because when you're a beginner, even intermediate, you know, if you're watching TV, you're going to be hearing so many different words at such a fast speed for you that it's probably going to be way too overwhelming. And so if you are a beginner to an intermediate in a language, probably it's better if you're going in the direction of music and listening to music. Because with music, even if you don't understand every single word, you can still enjoy the music, you can still enjoy the song, you can still enjoy the beat and the rhythm and all of that, even if you don't understand all of the music. Yeah, so I want to make sure I said that before we started. Let's start with English. English, there's a TV series that actually recently came out, literally about a week ago, that's called A Series of Unfortunate Events. The reason I like the TV series is because in the series, the way that they've constructed the show is that they have a narrator. So narrator, in other words, they have someone who is sort of explaining what's happening as the TV show is going. And what's even better is that the show will actually on purpose use a lot of big or more complicated words, and the narrator will actually explain what the big or complicated word actually means. And so it's a way for second language learners to be learning some pretty advanced words and some pretty advanced things and have someone explain what they actually mean. So that's a great show for English. Also for English would be just some classics. So a lot of sitcoms like How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, right? You've got some older sitcoms that I really like as well. Things like Seinfeld, Frasier, right? Those are some really good ways, some really good shows, I think. Let's move on to French. So on the French side of things, on the TV side, I'm not overly familiar. One of the shows that I really liked to watch before was a show called Tout monde veut, Tout monde veut prendre sa place. It's a game show. One of the things I like about this game show is that how do I explain this? Is that in the game show itself, in the first chunk, the host will do these like interview type things with all the different contestants, so it's really good listening practice. Even for me today, when I speak French fluently, still very good listening practice even for me, because the people have such varied and such different backgrounds that there's a lot of vocabulary that even I will learn when I watch the show today. So Tout monde veut prendre sa place is a really good show for French. On the French side, this is more movies, not TV, but on the movie side of things, I would recommend a few that I really like. A classic would be a movie that is called Bienvenue, chez chtis. Amazing movie, fun to watch. It talks a lot about the northern French accent and kind of pokes fun at it in a funny way. So that's kind of a good movie to watch to really practice listening comprehension and learn about kind of a different dialect of French that you might not learn about every day. And this one, not really for learning, nothing like that, but a fun movie to watch regardless in French is a movie called Vicky, V-I-C-K-Y. Really enjoy it. Think you guys will like it too. Last but not least, on the Spanish side of things, again, you know, it's funny, movies, I'm super unfamiliar with Spanish movies. Even television, I'm so out of touch with Spanish television. The only real show that I can think of right now, actually there's two I can think of. One of them is called El Chavo del Ocho. I haven't really seen it, so I don't know if I can recommend it or not. But the other one, don't watch it, but it's like Peruvian television. It's called Combate. And Peruvian television is notoriously bad. So again, not a show I recommend, but I can recommend stuff on the YouTuber side of things for Spanish. So for Spanish, one thing I actually think you guys will like this a lot. For the Spanish side of things, I highly recommend you guys follow a channel called Lengua larga. Lengua larga, essentially take my channel, like the whole language channel, translate everything into Spanish. So everything I do, a lot of stuff I do, but all in Spanish instead. It's hosted by a Peruvian girl, I think she is. She's about 17, 18, 19, somewhere in there. And yeah, super fascinating content. She has good Spanish. Everything's all in Spanish, so phenomenal. I highly recommend that, especially if you're interested in languages, which clearly you guys are. Also on the Spanish side of things is a channel called Caelike, or Caelike. I actually don't know how to say it, but Caelike. Yes, Caelike. Super popular channel. I like a lot of her stuff. And good for listening practice, especially since she tends to speak in a very animated and in a very fast Spanish. Hola soy Germán. Hola soy Germán. Sí. Hola soy Germán is another Spanish YouTube channel, which is really good to watch. Haven't watched his videos in a while, but he's got some really good stuff too. So hope that helped you guys out. Oh, last recommendation. This is for any language, actually. Last recommendation for any language is you can always find movies and watch them in a different language, meaning have the audio in a different language. That's actually a really good way to practice that listening and practice whatever language you're learning. And what you can even do is you can put the like let's say you're listening in French, you can put the subtitles in English, so you can still follow along. So anyway, now we will end the video. This is a little bit longer than usual, but enjoyed making it. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.